Oh, Resonance of Fate.
Yeah, all right. Let's get some battles.
It's good. It's complex though. Like it's a little. Sorry. So I know that I need to do some hero actions at the beginning of the battle, but wait, hold on. There's a hero actions manual. It goes through the hero actions. It's like you over here. It's like
why don't you just try? Why don't you try triangle, C, circle, and just there. It's easy.
Well, but
right?
Well, I guess, but then you got to do like the body shots and the other thing. It was like the body shots manual. It shows you. See right here, it's like if you bobble them up in the air, you got to do the line over here.
You just do this like this. You go left, right, and then triangle.
I could never get that to work.
It's just timing.
Well, okay, yeah, but you know what? You could never do the tri-attack. I was studying this shit all night. There's like the tri-attack manual here, right? So you got to get all three dudes lined up, and you get the triangle between them. It's like the blue triangle.
But you didn't do it. Well, let me try. Let's see. So you just do this. Oh, see, right? Like
God damn it! Come on!
What?
I am so sick of your Asian advantage in all Japanese RPG games. Dude, that's it. Fuck it. Alright, I'm putting in Madden even if we both hate it.
Why?
Because it's something white people are good at.
What?
Wasn't Madden awesome?
Yeah, it fucking sucked, and you still lost.
Shut up! It's not fair. You've got those tiny little fingers.
Oh yeah, that really helps.
They're good for making sneakers.
You're from Vietnam. I mean, come on,
Whatever.
Jesus Christ. Anyhow,
so welcome back. This is episode 185 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where we are here rocking out with our cocks out.
Yeah, we got very few games to talk about. We'll explain why a little bit later. Yeah. But I'm Yuzo Watanabe, and we are talking about not that game, Resonance of Fate.
Right.
Yes, and Cave Story,
yes.
a big one that everybody's been asking us to play.
Yeah, and so our new releases include what we got. So we got Splinter Cell Conviction, Holla, and Final Fight Double Impact.
Yeah, but before we go there,
so we'll get started. Well, I was going to say we get started with Resonance of Fate, but first off, we got to mention UGT servers.
Yes, so UGT servers.
Yes, you can see their domain down here. So UGT servers has been hooking our asses up for over a year now. So they gave us a 50-head Ventrilo server, which we are using all the time for the NooBTooB community.
Absolutely. So if you go to our front page, you can actually look on the right. You get the name and password because it's very important. We need to keep all the riffraff non-NooBTubers out. But everybody's using it for all the different PC games, a lot of different stuff, just random chatting.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's crazy. So go check it out right now if you haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah, so if you're a NooBTuber, come and check out our chat. Or if you have your own clan, if you have your own group playing WoW, playing any of these other games, just go to UGTservers.com. And you can get a 10-person server starting like $3 or $4 a month. It's $3.90 a month.
So you just imagine, just get enough 10 people, 40 cents each. Like you have your Ventrilo server, you're done.
Yep, absolutely. So we stand behind the 100%. UGTservers.com is the shiznit.
Hells yeah. So thank you very much.
Yep. So
Resonance of Fate.
Resonance of Fate, shall we?
Ding. Wait, I don't know how to.
I draw the line across, and then we'll run over here as I'm running past your wine.
Wait, no. I need to actually read a big manual to find out how to drink wine because this is freaking complicated.
It is mind-bogglingly complicated. So,
but what is the game?
So it is a action. It's a turn-based action RPG.
Strategy.
It's a hard. It's
Tetris.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
a little bit of Tetris in this game.
So, so we can talk about the battles first. I mean, there's like this whole world system. Actually, the world is very interesting.
The world is weird. So, like, my understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're on some sort of gear. Yeah. So a set of gears which resembles something like a clock, but not really.
Floating in the sky.
And I don't know why.
And if you should ask questions, then you're playing the wrong game. Because, I mean, it's just like this game, I would go so far as to say the plot and characters are silly.
Mm-hmm. I would say silly, and it's got that sort of Japanese, like you got the moody youth, the very cute girl, and you know they're going to hook up at some point, and the very old man.
So, So did you notice that they were, like, inappropriately rude to that girl? Like, 'cause, I mean, she's kind of cute and innocent and stuff, and she would seriously say stuff like, "You'd be in a fight," and she's like, "Do you want me on offense or defense?" I don't know if you saw this.
No, I didn't see it.
And the guy is just like, "Do you hear that?" She goes both ways, and she's like, "Stop it!" It's like, wait a minute, you just made a lesbian joke and a little like. It was, I mean, and they were mean to her, you know, at the end of a fight, she'd be like, I tried my best, and they're like, don't fuck it up next time, bitch.
So the only thing I heard was just like, oh, look, did you see? She smiled after killing that person. It's just like, she's kind of fucked up. It's just like, I'm like, this is...
Yeah, they just like talk shit about her all the time. They'd just be kind of like, it's just like, but I mean, in every fight, she'd be like, I'm going to do my best, and they're like, why don't you just fucking stay back and not get... I mean, like, they would just make these rude, like, underhanded comments.
She kills most of the people in my battles, though. So
I was leveling her up, actually, pretty significantly.
Oh, really? I mean, you may feel sorry for her. I mean,
yeah, I did. I mean, I was just like, you show those guys!
You couldn't do it!
You couldn't do it!
You couldn't do it!
And also, maybe you'll hook up with a girl. She goes both ways.
Yeah, I mean... But, dude, the whole theme of this is weird, because they're all, like, wearing Victorian dress, and they're in cathedrals. So I feel a little steampunky, because they're shooting guns.
Right, it is a little steampunky.
But, like,
a little Final Fantasy with the floating in the clouds for no reason. And so their whole role in life is that they're hunters. Yeah. And they do quests. Quests just show up on a board.
They do some menial shit, is what I can say.
They're like, go take this potted plant from point A to point B, and you're like...
Yeah. It's just like, oh, get to this one area and clear shit out. It's just like, oh, but I can't. I need to get energy hexes?
Hexes, that's right.
So what is... Explain that to me, because I still don't understand why I'm doing this.
Because
I'm playing Tetris in this game.
You build the world.
So you're not building the world. The build's already there. You're just uncovering white hexes.
You're uncovering... I actually thought that was really interesting.
How is it interesting?
Because you can... Well, okay... It's kind of interesting because you collect the pieces, and as you collect the pieces,
which are different hexes.
Different hexes. So then the world's a grid, and you can lay down the pieces, and everything you lay down, you can walk on.
Yeah.
And then
sometimes there's hidden shit underneath too, which is interesting. Yeah.
And but there's also these colored ones. So if like say that there's like these blue colored ones, and there's a part of the world that gives you a special ability. Like sometimes there's a building that'll give you added defense bonus. Yep. So if you build blue bricks from that, all the places that blue bricks touch, if you're standing on them, you get those bonuses.
I see.
So if you're in a fight, you can build out more and more blue bricks.
So you can place them around to actually give you like territory and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I thought that was kind of interesting, but seriously, I was going around grinding, trying to get the right piece, because it's weird, because it's very hexagonal, right? And like, here's the piece of like 2 X's, and you place it and you wouldn't fit, because you know, it was all weird. So you have to get the special straight line one. Right. You have to get the L one.
Yeah. It's just like Tetris.
It's just like Tetris, and it's just like, instead of like having the pieces come, you have to grind.
You have to go and kill dudes, yeah.
Like, did that seem like fun to you?
I played enough of the side missions that I got in enough fights that I didn't have to grind. So I was just getting the pieces.
It took me forever to get though, because one of the quests was like, okay, go to this one area to get the red hex, and I've been fighting like 8 times. I still haven't gotten one. I'm like, what the fuck? And
to get a red hex?
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought that they just gave it to you.
No. It's not on my list. So anyway, so I'm having these issues where it's just like, okay, I can understand this is a really interesting story. Yeah. This Tetris thing, whatever.
Not a very interesting story.
Interesting story. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like, okay, the combat system's interesting as well, but more interesting in a what the fuck were they thinking?
I've never seen anything like it. So,
how does it work?
So I was ready to give up on this game after going through the in-game tutorial. So I went through the 17-step in-game tutorial, and it was obviously written by someone whose English is a second language. They just like put in one sentence. They're like, create the maximal line for damage with points and press button. And you're just like, motherfucker, what? How do I make a tri-attack? How do I draw the thing?
At the very least, they don't let you proceed until you figure it out somehow.
Yeah, so but I really wasn't getting it, because the combat is multi-layered. It's just like you are laying down, you're doing scratch damage before you can do real damage.
They put so many different layers. Because I understand, like, okay, it is going to be turn-based, so you're turn-based / action, where it's just like, okay, I go here, it's my turn, whatever. Yeah. But like, they have all of this stuff where you have to do the splash damage first before you can do the scratch damage first before you can do the real damage. And only one guy had the gun. At least, I was upgrading. I was starting to buy other guns. But seriously, like, that guy,
the scratch machine gun.
So he would be like doing that. But then I fucking modded the gun to be really slow. Well, because I put something on it which made it really badass. But then I can only fire it once.
Oh shit!
Right. So it's like it is complex.
So what I would say, anybody that's going to play this game, read the actual instruction manual. I never do this. I was in the
one, right?
I was in the pooper. Yeah. I was in the pooper. I was like, this is where all my revelations come from. As I was in the pooper, and I was like, shit, I got nothing to read. Let me read the Resonance of Fate manual. I'm reading through. I'm like, oh my god,
Did you explain
This is
it?
written by an English native speaker. It all makes perfect sense. I was reading through them. It was like click. I was like, oh shit! Now I get the combat. I understand it now.
See, like you mentioned, like make sure you read
I
up.
told you to fucking
did, but
read the
I
manual.
thought you meant like I don't know why, but I was just like, oh yeah, go to the arena and do the tutorials. And I did that, and I'm like, I kind of get it now.
I was like warning you online. I was like, dude, read the fucking manual.
But there's a manual in the thing, so I hit that. I read it, and it basically did. I'm like, I don't get it.
No,
it's just like
it clicks a lot more. Like so once.
Maybe
so
I'll
once
try it
you,
again.
Yeah, I mean, once you start to get it, then I actually started really getting into it. Like I still
combat. Because the storyline still, because there's no fix for the storyline.
No, I think the big thing that is interesting in this game is that it's combat like I've never seen before.
It's combat like I've never seen before. I'm not really sure many people are going to be copying them.
Yeah, so it got old. That was my problem. Is I played.
You do a lot
I think I played
of
for
combat.
about 7 hours.
Yeah.
And
wow,
it's just it starts to kind of feel like the same thing.
Because even with all the different layers and all this other stuff, you're still sort of like, okay, I kind of get it now.
Because it's not like they're giving you new shit. Like, you can power up your guns and you get more attacks per round, but it's not like the combat system ever evolves the way that they do in other games.
You're right, because I don't think they actually unlock much.
No.
It's like, here's everything you can do, and then you're kind of like floundering, and then you start getting better at it, and then it's like, well, now you don't change it up at all.
Exactly. So, I mean, you're tacking on new weapon stuff. You're getting like 7 attacks per round instead of 1.
Yeah.
You know, so you're doing all that, but but I will say this. I mean, like, for hardcore, grindy RPG games, this brings something I've never seen before. Like, I was really getting into it for a little while.
I'll give it some props for that. Maybe, I think for me, like, I think I need to read the manual to go through. Because it was not clicking for me. I was going through, I'm like, I need that red hex, what the fuck? And it's just like, and I'm fighting the same battles over and over again, killing the leaders, shooting them up in the air, smacking them down, and I'm like, I get it. It's not fun.
Right.
So you're telling me once you get it, it's fun.
Yeah, once the style of the combat clicks in your head, it's fun for a while. Like I said, I mean, I'm not going to beat this game the way that I'm going to beat Yakuza 3, the way I'm going to beat some of these other games. But it was like I was glad to have experienced it. Where I'm like, wow, this is a different take on games that I would have given up much quicker on before. Like, we've been playing a lot of stereotypical JRPGs lately. Like, I tried to play White Knight.
Yeah.
And we didn't even review it on the show because I was so disappointed that it was such a stereotypical generic bullshit RPG. I was just like, I don't want to diss this and have people yell at me for not giving it a fair shake. It's boring. This wasn't boring.
I think that the Japanese developers are starting to really sort of break the mold. Like, you look at Final Fantasies, and granted, like, auto attacks for the first 8 hours, but it starts to open up where you have all the different what are they called again? The presets. The presets, and I forgot what they're called. And then you're doing all sorts of stuff. When it starts to get interesting and complicated, it takes a long time. But with this one, it's like, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him some props there. It wasn't fun. It's probably fun because I didn't read the manual, which you got to dig him some points for the fact that you have to
read a paper manual. Yeah.
The fact that it has an hour-long tutorial that you can go through and you still don't quite get it.
You really don't. So I mean, like, just to very briefly explain the combat, because it's seriously, if you guys have seen the video that I just played, it's almost impossible to understand by watching it. You actually draw a line, and as you run along that line, as you get closer to enemies, it charges up the number of attacks you can use, and you push the button to use it, and you can, like, jump.
And there are a lot of timing-based things. So you would actually do a particular attack to knock them up in the air. Yeah. If you hit them while they're in their air, then you get this special roulette wheel of magic.
Right.
Kick their ass, and then you hit them in the right spot, then you do all this amazing damage.
Right. And then like, there's this other thing where if these guys have a blue weapon, it does scratch damage, which is temporary damage.
Yeah.
And then it takes a red weapon to do real damage that knocks down the scratch damage and the red damage.
It's almost like doing in Final Fantasy where you're doing the staggers. A little bit.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Usually like doing extra
where the
damage.
staggers, they would start taking more damage with the stagger. Yeah. So I would say if you are like, you consider yourself a hardcore RPG fan, definitely check it out. Definitely at least rent it.
And I say until I've actually got the combat better, because the thing is, like, I spent 3 hours in it. It's just like I got nothing out of it. Nothing.
Read the fucking manual. I swear to God, read the manual. Otherwise, you are destroyed. Not only that, like, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I was actually begging for help on Twitter, and some dude, I wish I'd written his name down. I feel bad. But dude, whoever you were, this guy wrote me like a 4-paragraph, like, here's how you do this, here's how you do this. And I was reading
I didn't even get that either.
I should have forwarded you the email.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So I did not enjoy myself. I'm actually
if you study for it like it's a final exam,
I know, it's
got some shit in there.
I don't want to play games like I have to study for the SATs. It doesn't make any sense, right? So it's just like I'm tempted. I'm like, okay, well, can I play more Yakuza 3? Can I play more anything else? Or can I study so I more enjoy the game? Just like seriously, the value
it is a
proposition
hardcore grindy RPG.
Fuck it. So I probably won't do it, but.
So next up, Cave Story.
So I'm really surprised we have taken it's a 2005 game.
Yeah, and it was free on the PC. Yeah. And in all fairness, about 1,000 of you guys on YouTube have been like, "Have you guys tried Cave Story?" And we're like, "No."
No, it's just like, what is it?
I wish we had. Now I feel guilty. But on the other hand, now the guy that was giving away for free, we just both gave him money.
That's right.
So
and then congratulations. So this is, I guess, some guy who. So there's the story behind this. Like some guy who really loves these sorts of games. Like I'm gonna make one, and he spent 4 or 5 years.
Was it just
on
him?
I think it was.
Feels like
I think it was. I don't know. I actually.
It feels impressive if it was one dude. I mean,
but it was 4 years. So can you imagine the love you feel in this game for? And like I don't know, you even said it like what did you say on your Twitter feed?
Well, I said it makes me feel like I'm playing a new Nintendo game. This was back in the day, like when if you had a new Nintendo game that was good, it was
like
just
a Zelda or anything like that.
The first time you played that, it was just kind of like this stuff just breaking your head. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna do this until my parents rip this controller out of my fucking hands and smack me in the face and send me to bed with no food. Like,
and then you'd be okay with it.
I'd be okay with it. I'd just be like sitting there in bed. I'm like, God, I can't wait till tomorrow morning. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna play that game.
Yes, I'm gonna wake up before they wake up at 3 a.m.
Yes,
because
I break my legs so I don't have to go to school. Snap it off with an axe.
I'll be sick. Sorry.
So what's the game like?
It's basically pure NES platforming goodness. It's just like you're saying. Like I haven't felt this sort of feeling of playing like a platformer since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just like this magical moment. Like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. I don't know if it's the music. I don't know if it's the nostalgia.
I would actually have a hard time putting my finger on what it is because I mean. It's got all these elements that in a lot of times you play these old games, you're like, it doesn't hold up. It doesn't.
Boy in the Blob had the innocence, right?
Yeah.
It kind of had the storyline. It didn't have this magic.
It didn't have this, and there's an undefinable. I think that there's just kind of like a balance of all the things that we like. I mean, we like collectibles. We like music a lot. We like the graphics. We like the gameplay. And it feels really tight. Like everything just feels really good when you move.
And it's interesting too because like if I'm going to compare it to any game, I compare it to Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I can see that.
A very like low res version of it, where basically you get this weird concept of picking up triangles as you shoot people to level up, but it's not really leveling up because you max up to 3.
Yeah, so you just power up your weapon.
And the weapons are
so it's like Symphony of the Night plus Life Force.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But yeah, it's like and you're going around. It's a very kind of interesting story.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand it yet. You're a robot. There's these rabbit creatures which you used to kill.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, they sent these war robots down to the planet.
They look like a little kid.
Yeah, you look like a little kid with a gun, which is fucked up.
And there's the doctor who's going and killing the rabbit. It's very complex.
You're supposed to be now you're saving the rabbits.
Yeah, and you go around to various zones. I really like the concept that they do. They do the teleporter.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you teleport to the egg zone. Of course.
Whole new level.
Why not? You have different eggs around.
New monsters, new whatever. And so you know what they do is they trigger the things that you and I always like to talk about, where we're just like, every hour that you play this, you get a new gun. Mm-hmm. All the guns, and the guns you get rewarded for not getting hit by the guns. Like, if you get hit, it's not like just your life goes down, the level of the gun goes down.
Yes.
So you got to keep from getting hit, so you got the super powerful gun, and then you start to get these cool guns where it's like one gun shoots straight out, one gun rolls balls on the ground, so you don't have to fight the enemies on the ground.
Missile launchers, you get a bunch of these different weapons.
The bubble gun.
I haven't got the bubble gun yet.
Yeah.
But, wait, the bubble gun? Yeah, I got the bubble gun. But I really like the pacing they do with the bosses.
Yes.
Right? Because you would go to various areas just like, I'm kind of done killing. Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
And it's usually that TV guy who assumes another form, and you get to actually kick the ass.
I like the pacing the bosses to a point. Like I am now far enough in the game that I'm starting to get to the point where it's getting punishing for failure. Where it's one of these things where it's starting to, I mean, like NES did this too. Like I can't fault them. Old and Nintendo games did this, but there'll be like a save point. Fight your way through 40 monsters, and then there's a boss. You die. You're at the save point. You gotta fight your way through 40 monsters.
I haven't had that problem. And I think I'm further than you in this game, but I haven't had the problem yet because the thing is, there's a secret save point right before that boss I think you're at.
I didn't see a secret save point. I didn't see any secret save point.
What was it? I think there was some clue. There's some clue. You're like, I should shoot there, and you shoot, and then a little save thing drops.
What the fuck? Motherfucker! Asian advantage again!
I'm just saying!
Asian advantage again!
Secrets are all in every single platform game,
It's true.
and maybe they don't naturally occur because maybe you spent a little too much time on Nintendo Power back in the day.
Maybe so. That's what I read about those.
I just read about them. You're like, where's the map of Metroid?
Secret is number 4 is over here. But the cool thing about that is that it's paced really well, where it's just like fight, boss battle, puzzle.
Yeah.
Where we like collect these 3 things to build a bomb. You got to do the bomb
Get
to rescue
4
the
dogs
dude.
for this old lady. Yeah, it's interesting.
This game is phenomenal.
It's really well
It
done.
is absolutely breathtaking.
And I think it's the music to me. Like if
Music
you're
is
going to
huge.
call any sort of thing the magic of this
Yeah.
game, it's really the music to me. Because I just feel like I'm a kid again.
It's true. I was humming it. I was just like, and then it was just like,
they had that special thing of you capturing something. It always played that theme over and over again. I'm just like, yeah, that's right. I got a new heart container. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is you can level up your missiles like Metroid. You can level up your heart container like every game.
Yeah,
so I mean,
much.
it is that combination of all those things that we love, and it's done in a perfect way.
I know, and it's just like it makes me sad that like it's been out for such a long time for free on the PC. So you actually go do search for Cave Story, and you can actually download it on the PC and play it. Ideally, though, this guy deserves the money. Get it on WiiWare if you can.
And people have said that they did much better graphics on the Wii. Like he went back since it's on the Wii, they actually kind of revamped it, cleaned it up.
Oh, sweet.
The version of the Wii is a little bit better. I mean, like if you're skint for money, you can play the free one, but this guy deserves your money. He so deserves your cash. Awesome. Awesome
really awesome game.
This is going to be on the top of
Wii
the
games
of the downloadable games. Maybe that'd be really sad actually if they beat out a bunch of
it's just like Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Cave Story. Sorry, Mario.
Too bad. So, new releases. We'll go over these pretty quick.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell Conviction.
So, we know that a bunch of you guys were like, why haven't you reviewed it yet, blah, blah, blah. It just came out, like, I shit you not, today. Today. We're recording the day it came out. So, next week we'll have a review.
Yes.
And
we'll have
I did play, like, an hour.
Yeah.
Is awesome. So we'll review it. We'll review it next week.
It's sitting on my desk, sadly. So
can't wait. You guys all know about Splinter Cell. We don't need to talk about Splinter Cell.
We talked about the demo.
Final Fight.
Yeah, Final Fight Double Impact.
Yeah.
So, were you a big fan of the arcade? Was it the arcade or the NES version?
I played in the arcade.
Okay,
and it stole a lot of my money.
I know.
A lot of my money. Final Fight.
Cody, Guy, and Hagar, which I think Hagar appeared in other games.
We didn't talk about our schedule.
Oh, shit.
Why this is a short episode.
So, what's happening?
So what's happening is
Bork.
I am getting sent to Sweden.
Dude, fucking Edmonton and Sweden? What the hell?
My job is now shipping me off to everywhere. I'm a porn star.
Basically.
I don't know if you guys know, my side job is a porn star, and I need to be...
Gay porn, unfortunately.
I need to go fuck some dudes in Sweden. There's no two ways around it. That's what's going on right now.
Swedish. Swedes on.
But
what?
This episode is coming out. This episode is coming out this weekend. This week, right now, as you guys are watching this, I'm in Sweden. If you live in Stockholm,
yes,
email me at tobin@noobtoob.com. Tell me some fun shit to do. Seriously, I love going to new countries. Tell me what's fun in Stockholm, Sweden. Put it in the comments on YouTube.
I don't even know what in Sweden. Like, I mean, Swedish meatballs, obviously.
Yeah.
Hot
massage
blonde chicks.
Right.
Massages.
Fish.
Seriously, that's all I know about Sweden.
I know that Stockholm is something like 1,500 years old. The city is very, very old. It's awesomely old. It's going to be lots. I mean, like, I'm going to try and get out, check out some museums.
Are they known for good beer in Sweden? Because I know, like, Belgium, obviously.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. If you guys know, let us know. Please tell me what to do in Sweden because I'm going to be there for a week.
Yes.
But anyway, so that's why. So we're doing a short episode this
for the
week.
next 3
short
weeks.
Actually,
next week.
yeah,
we're not gonna let you guys hang. So this time,
right.
So we're gonna do much shorter episodes. We apologize, but that's what we can do.
That's the price you got to pay for a free podcast, biatch. So that's why this episode's short.
Yes. So we have contests.
Yep. So next up is Shoop. Wookie Monster drops the Shoop bomb.
Yeah, actually, it's more you dropping the teaching bombs with your.
I love that
don't even
picture.
know what that is.
I love that picture.
Can you do
of me just
recreate
like,
the post?
Well, it does matter because I'm probably showing the pictures over it, but it looks
true.
like this. But that's when I was sneaking up on your ass because you couldn't see me.
Whatever.
I was invisible to the world.
If I had a gun, you would have been dead.
No, because I was somewhere else by that point. But thank you guys for doing the Shoops.
Yes, thank you, Dice Master, for setting that up, and Wookie Master for setting up every week the show.
So next up is a contest that...
Yeah, I'm disappointed in us.
I feel a little bit bad about this. Like let's show the video real quick.
Yes, boop. All right, we're at week 10, I think. 10 or 11. Here we are. Beyond results.
Here we go. Come on, baby.
24.63. Oh, slightly higher.
Basically untouched. Damn it.
Oh, man. 182.2 pounds. Pretty much the same.
I've been trying. I've been doing push-ups. This
week. It's all muscle mass.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Damn it.
All right. Here we go.
Dun 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 dun.
All right. Has all that beer made me lose weight? Let's find out.
Dun dun dun.
29. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Merp, merp, merp. 0.7 pounds. Oh, I'm back at 25. This is a weight gain challenge, right?
Everybody else is better than us.
I know, we suck. Really?
So I feel a little bit guilty because you and I were supposed to take this a little bit more seriously. Like, yes. I'm glad that a lot of you guys
initially.
You did lose a bunch of weight at first.
Yeah, 188 to 182.
Right.
I'm just back at 184 now.
Yeah. So, and I've been doing like I'm kind of holding steady. Like, I've been doing this thing where it's like every time I'm watching TV, I'll drop and do 15 push-ups, but I haven't been doing like the regular running that I should be doing.
Yeah.
You know, I really should be doing
the
more.
Bike riding and
the bike riding. So it's I feel bad because we got you guys all amped up for this, but we've been doing okay. You know, like usually dropped a bunch of weight actually,
yeah,
and I've dropped
pounds. Yeah, you dropped -1 basically.
But you guys have been doing great in the forums. A lot of people have been posting the weight that they've been losing.
Yeah, and check it out. Go to the forums right now and the site discussion. I think Tall Chick has taken over, putting up the new posts. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Been really busy. So keep it up. We got 2 more weeks, which we won't be covering because we're recording.
We'll do a final weigh-in when I get back from Sweden.
So in Sweden, you better be kicking ass.
I'm gonna be eating diet meatballs. That's it. Nothing but diet meatballs.
Diet
and
meatballs
diet
and
beer.
Swedish fish.
Yes.
All right.
So we got. Let's see. Oh wait. First up, so we got. So for Collins. We have first up. We got Tupelo9.
Yeah.
I just want to show this real quick. So, so Tupelo9 told us that he was making glass art, like stained glass art.
Like stained glass art. Psh, I'm not interested in stained glass art.
How about Bioshock stained glass art?
No, I'm interested.
How about Bioshock stained glass art lamp?
Now I want to kind of buy it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that picture looks awesome.
Yeah, that's badass.
It's kind of Art Deco, and it's got, you know, the thing. It's just like, you know, somebody's going to look at it and they're like, okay, that looks kind of interesting. It's not video game related at all.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's totally the art from Bioshock. And what I'm going to try and do is, I'm going to try and remember this. Yeah. So I want to put the link to his eBay. So he's selling that shit on eBay. I'll put the link on the side notes. And if you guys have the cash, go and grab that lamp because it's badass. Unless I grab it first because it's badass.
It's pretty badass. And it's 120 pounds right now. So we'll see.
We'll have to chip in. Then you and I can like child share it. We'll pass it back and forth.
I get to borrow it this time. Yeah.
So do we want to do?
Yeah. No, I think we're good. We can move some stuff over. So I think that is it for the show.
That's it. That's it for this week's episode. So check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in the forums by clicking the community tab at the top of the front page.
Yeah, and if you're watching a video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right here?
Somewhere.
We don't know.
Fuck you.
Also rate the video by... holy shit. Also rate the video by clicking thumbs up.
Thumbs up on my...
I don't even know where that is now.
It's down here somewhere.
And also, if you're on Facebook, check out the NooBTooB fan page. If you're on Twitter, check out the Twitter page.
Yeah, and you can just search for NooBTooB on Twitter, or people were just like, where is that? I need to put it in the description, but it's just NooBTooB. Twitter.com/NooBTooB. Facebook, NooBTooB.
NOOBTOOB.
Word! And so I'm Tom Gazire. Audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range. We didn't think of anything funny to say, Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. Wow!
And all I'm using Watanabe. That's right. I keep forgetting.
Yes.
I keep forgetting.
All right. We're putting in fucking Madden. I don't care if we both hate it.
Why? White people are good at it.
Yeah,
it's like, why?
Because it's something white people are good at. I like that, actually. That's good.
All right.